continue deeper and maybe die and whatnot. wait. Rat includes rodent, which includes squirrel. So my fucking sacrifices have the tail? What? Oh my god. Is that a squirrel, not a rat? Maybe it's not a rat, maybe it's a squirrel. I don't. It's an effect for your squirrels. Oh my god, you can apply things to your squirrels. Like the idea that every time you place a squirrel, you get a fucking ant in your hand, for example. If you do the ant meta. Wow, your face is just getting harder to even spot in your weird fluff face. Wow, okay. So if I put a squirrel down to leave a tail? Not amazing though, like I've got some damage coming in right now. It's not great. I'm gonna take 6 damage. I've got to kill. Right, okay. Yeah, there it is again. But we're not going to want to do that exactly. Stephanie has an attack of 2, so that's good. And he killed both of the existing cards. I'm about to take 2 more damage, so it'll take me down to the cusp of losing, but then these guys will attack with 6 next turn. So at least then I'll be able to start damaging, and then the tide should turn. Nervous, okay. I don't want to lose the stoat, but he'll block the damage, so that'll be good. He's got 3 health. Oh, he won. Oh, right. Coyotes have 1 health to attack. Man. I just don't always 100% check everything correctly. It's a lot to juggle. Doing a series and all that. Trying not to just sit there and double check everything over and over again for 5 minutes straight. Corpse maggots. The inevitable maggot. They will lurch forth from your hand when your creatures are killed. What? What does that mean? Corpse eater. If a creature if a creature that you own perishes by combat, a card bearing the sigil in your hand is automatically played in its place. That's interesting. So you could summon it with 5 bones, but what you can actually do is if something dies, it replaces it, so it fills that space up, and it helps delay for another turn without being able to have them attack. Casey gives me prongs, which lets me give that to something else via sacrifice, because Casey's not that strong. Cat lets me do the summoning cycle, which is pretty good. Cat would let me string summon all of these if I drew them. Last time I put Cat in my deck, I think I didn't even draw him. The maggots are interesting, but the cat's pretty straightforward in its utility. We have not food. Enhance its health. Alas. I'm always ready for this to go badly. Cat having more health would be funny, because then it wouldn't die in one hit. The fawn could grow into something with more health. Really, a creature become more powerful. Do you risk it? Oh, there it is. Before he could pull it away, one of the survivors leapt upon the elk fawn. Another jabbed it with a spear. You looked away as a grotesque feeding frenzy ensued. Blood and bones flew left and right as you retreated from the scene. It finally happened. Yep. There's your risk reward. I got the stick instead of the carrot. Greetings. He's so friendly. Why didn't you like him, Stoat? Is it because you're kind of a dick? Because you're kind of a dick, you know that? That might be why you didn't like Stunted. He seems pretty good. He comes up with all the plans, and he's also better in combat than you. And no real downsides. At least I still have that. At least you're still overpowered. That's still the same run. Alright, so don't get one shot, because these guys will fuck me up. I do want to be able to block them. But I'm better off attacking now. Yeah, it's not worth, like, there's definitely situations where being able to use the tail to distract would be helpful. Especially if they fail to properly kill the tail. How much health did the squirrel tail have? It's probably only like 1, because the squirrel has 1 health, but I'm not sure. But if they did fail to kill the squirrel tail, you'd have 2 squirrels to sacrifice, basically, which is pretty nuts. Anyway, we're gonna put him here because we want to keep up with damage. If I put him here, he'll hit the boulder and I'll lose because I won't be damaging him, but he'll be damaging me. But if I put him in either of these spots, these guys will kill it and I won't get to use him. So that's how we do. And now he's gonna kill him with a coyote. It's just how things go, isn't it? It's just how these things always go. Okay, so these guys will die in 1 hit. I could sacrifice the stunted wolf to summon something, but it might not be for the best, because the stunted wolf could at least soak this hit. But I need to start turning this around. Sorry. Been talking for a bit, apparently. Yeah, these are both as effective at killing it. Ooh, and that's still 4 damage. The stunted wolf still gets its turn in. So he died, but he did his damage. So at least there's that. It's so many coyotes. Okay, at least you have the health to survive. So I'll do 1 damage to him. He'll do 2 damage to me. It's not great. But I think the bullfrog might be worth it. It'll kill this coyote. Right? Yes. I gotta keep up with the coyotes. There's so many of them. Is he out of them yet? Stop that. Draw a bone card? Or a cat. Cat's not great. Let's see. So if Stoat is gone, he'll do 4 damage, which is pretty bad. But the cat's good for a sacrifice. But it might not be worth it. So I was thinking I could sacrifice the Stoat and summon the cat behind the boulder where he'll be safe, and then use him and maybe the bullfrog to summon next turn, and I can keep summoning whenever I draw, hopefully. But I'll take 4 damage, which will put me down -3. We'll see. Oh, -2, because the bullfrog will attack. So I should be able to summon most of the things that come out of here. That's not great. Well, it's okay. Stephanie can attack. She's vicious. Yeah, so that kills a coyote. That's great. That's good news. It's just not something strong. Alright, so, now we're winning. 3 damage versus 2. I think I won already, basically. But I can also bring you out for funsies. It's the bone I was hoping for. I'm pretty sure it's a waste to ever accept his offer. Because you don't get your overkill money. Just wasteful. Ooh, that's maximum overkill damage. Stopping right at 1. There you go, 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 there you go. The underappreciated ringworm, its value is not readily apparent. Yeah, what does it do? I mean, why would I want a ringworm if you're not going to tell me what it does? Bees! Oh my god, it's my 6/6 from bones. It needs 4 bones, but then it returns those 4 bones if it dies. But it's also just fucking overpowered. Let me use bees finally. Oh my god, it's finally in my deck. That's from like my first really long run after the second one where I died. Or my first one where I died. My first run died really quickly, then my second run led to bees, I think was the one. No, second run was Stephanie. Yeah. It was Keith, then Stephanie, then bees, then Christmas, I think? Or maybe there's been more. Is there a card I want to sacrifice? Infinite sacrifices on a card that actually has stats would be nice, like Bullfrog or Stoat. Or even Stinkbug. I think that's worth getting rid of. Because Cat on his own doesn't do much. Yeah. Yeah, Super Sacrifice isn't bad either, but this one's good to get on the board, but I don't want the worst thing about Cat is that it takes up a space and doesn't do anything besides what it does. Having really shitty cards blows. I always want you on the board, so giving you Infinite Sacrifice would be a hell of a power. I could just summon him and he does damage and then he just keeps making things. That's pretty nuts. He's like my highest priority summon every fight. So having him be an infinite sacrifice I could keep you doing while he's around is also pretty nuts. Alternatively though, his damage is pretty high, so being able to give him multi-attack or something would be devastating. 4 and 4. It gives me something to do with Stoat, because Stoat kind of sucks. But he has a decent amount of health, so he'd be more likely to survive. I think that's the best encounter. I think that's the best reason I have. It needs to be something easy to summon, like the cat itself. Fine choice. I don't think you've calculated what's about to happen to you, buddy. You're gonna be sacrificed more than ever. We're already here. That feels early. I mean, we're gonna go faster each time, but it feels like I don't feel like I've gotten enough cards yet, but I could be wrong. The tree is close and tight around you, creating an impenetrable brush. The only way out was forward, and the hobbled shape of a man stood in that way.
Got any gold in that there skull? Let me crack it open to take a look.
He wants to crack my skull open. That's not right. That's not nice. Super sacrifice, but nothing to sacrifice it for yet. Not until I draw bees. So if I sacrificed both of you, I would have Stinkbug, but that's not necessarily worth doing yet. Or yeah, Bullfrog. These aren't great cards to have at the beginning. I want to break Pack Mule and not get killed by Coyote, but we want to summon after Coyote comes down because otherwise it'll attack me. Oh, I can block Coyote with Smoke. So he'll survive the coyote, then counterattack next turn, killing the coyote. So that's nice. But no one here is really going to be able to kill the pack mule. But I don't like the frog, so let's throw that one out, I guess. 2 damage. Bees for 4 death tokens. That'll be good for next turn when I want to destroy him. Next round. For now, it's wasteful to play something that high strength. The adder's gonna kill the boulder. I think we just gotta wait it for now. Another coyote. If I get something stronger, I could sacrifice both of these and do at least 3 points of damage. Hello again. He's gonna get turned into... Yeah, I think I want the pack mule. You do 2 damage, so you'll kill him. That's not good. Is it worth it for the pack mule? The bees is really strong. I feel like I'm better off ignoring the pack mule and going for the kill right now. I need to do 3 damage. So 1 from the bullfrog, 2 from Stephanie, maybe? Maybe. I lose the blood, but wasting Stunted Wolf seems like too much. He's too strong in this run. So they're both in the open. That'll be 3 damage. That should just win. Now everyone turns to gold. I didn't want to lose either of these 2 cards. There's gold in them cards. Rude. Gold! I've struck gold! Okay, so now I can't sacrifice to summon Stunted Wolf. Oh, the pack mule stays on the board. Into phase 2. That's a thing I kind of skipped on. Okay, so... Stunted Wolf. Kill the pack mule. Bees kill adder. And then... Next turn, I'm set to do 10 damage to him if he doesn't stop me. Which he can with more adders, unfortunately. But at least now I have the big hand of stuff. My mule, curse you! Ah, the bloodhound. Oh, the bloodhound not only dodges into people who are standing still. Get him! Is that all you got? Ooh, the cockroach. I never got to use this before. Or did I only unlock it without getting in the deck? I don't remember. Oh no, I played it at one point and I think that went into my enemy's hand? Whenever it dies, it goes into your hand. Which is kind of neat. None of these cards are going to matter. I'm just going to do 10 damage right now and win. I guess I'll draw. That was, yeah, that's the maximum right there. You literally can never survive 10 damage. Like, that was devastating. Bees is so strong, and Stunted Wolf is also way too strong for its power because of stuff that I've done. Need a light. That was a good situation to be in. Perhaps one of these will entice you. The amoeba is the one that changes randomly. Long, long elk. Yeah. An instant kill is nice. Wiping the dust from your trousers as you return to your journey. There's just parts where there's a scary thing on the board and I just can't deal with it, and something like that is what saves you. Let me see. Tepid water flooded your boots. Flies swarmed around you. You had entered the wetlands. Time to check that weird skeleton again. Hello. With your weird extra teeth. Would you grow already? What do I gotta do? Is there water somewhere? Can I pour you in it? I made him glowy, but I don't know what to do with that. It's driving me crazy, it is. Is he a little robot? I hope I'm not neglecting things, but I just don't see anything left to do in this world. I feel like I'm out of things to do. Let's see, I don't normally face this direction from here. As always, it's hard to see. The Rattler. A 3 attack. Oh, it costs 6 bones. That could quickly turn into having a lot of bone cards if I'm not careful. It'll be my 4th bone card. That's out of... Ew. That's only 7 cards. I can't... 3... I already have 3, which is maybe too much. Adding another one is really gonna mess with me. Kingfisher. You can place it behind cover and it'll still attack. That's one potential advantage, I guess. I don't have any 2s, do I? Might not hurt to have Keith, but like it's weaker than Wolf. I can't help but be bothered by that a little bit. But I can do, there's situations where I can turn like Stoat and Bullfrog into that, and it'll be worth more. Or even just Stephanie going from 2-1 to 3-2. Yeah, I guess so. My inventory is full, unless I want Pack Rat. Sacrifice would allow me to take this off of Long Elk and put it on a different card. Like Stink Bug or something. So that I'm not reliant upon getting so many bones for everything. Yeah. I don't want to... It's not great to have a giant deck of messy things that aren't very high value to you. So yeah, Long Elk stats suck, and and I have almost 50% of my cards require bones, which is bad. Because if I start drawing them all, I can't do anything. You being instant kill would be neat, but he's so strong already that it's not necessarily necessary. You making the enemy weaker so they can't kill you, or less likely to kill you, but then also one-shotting them would be pretty good because she's low attack. Yeah. Excellent. Now she moves around and one-shots people. Movement cards are chaotic. It adds a lot more thought process to you trying to like process how many things are going to move around and what's going to happen. Like there's a lot of, every time you hit the play button, you have to calculate all of the things your character's going to do and then all the ways that the enemies are going to react. And having a bunch of dudes moving around gets things weird, especially with how the other units interfere with that. So those are just bees. So they won't attack me, and they'll try to attack my board. So I just need to put anything in front of them to kill them. Basically. It has to be something that'll fight back. Well, the Bullfrog can actually block the attack. So I can use Stephanie to get Keith on the board. Or something else. While also serving the purpose. And I might draw something better. Or all I know. I can pretty much draw anything here and Stephanie will be able to summon it, so I can safely draw from that deck next. So many bees! Carry on. Let's use it to get Stephanie on the board, to get Keith on the board then. Because he's harder to summon, but Wolf is I can just summon Wolf next turn for basically for free. I think this is still one of the highest value cards I have, right? Do I even have a 3? Gotta remember all of it. Mantis. Let's draw you, because then I can bring out Stunted Wolf. Not put them in the path of the Mantis, or that'll go poorly for me. Although, oh, Keith's gonna overkill the Mantis, so we're fine there. Okay, hey Spider. Squish. Stunted Wolf is so OP this run. Fuck him up, bro. Why didn't that I forgot that Keith is flying, which means he's never gonna kill the bee. It's always gonna be an endless showdown, so that Mantis will never come down here, because these are gonna attack past each other forever, but I'm winning by 2, so it's fine. And now Wolf's gonna attack for 4, so I win. Yeah. Best I could do is try to play something else that would attack, but there's nothing else that would attack. The best I could do is draw bees, which would increase damage by 2 and give me some overflow. No. Nope. But you can attack, I guess. Have fun. Oh, right. Keith still attacks, so that's an overflow of 3. It's hard to get used to the idea that stuff attacks past things. I always fluke it a little bit. Alright. So either get random items, in which case I should really use the squirrel or something before then. Or get the pack rat instead. Let's see. It's 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, Keith's the only 2. It's a low cost deck. So I was right to say there's no 3 to save Stephanie for. It'd be good to get a higher value card for that. So there's the challenge. But I have a choice. We're gonna try to build totems. Being able to put tail shedding on my wolf would be great for keeping the wolf alive. I don't love the rat effect with it, so it might be worth going this way to get a new totem. Because I'm not using it much with my squirrels, because I need them to summon. But if my wolf could avoid danger, then he'd be even more dangerous. That goddamn cockroach. It does cost 4 every time, which is kind of rough. An elk fawn again after what happened. I do like the idea of this jumping out to block once something else gets in the way. Let's get the corpse maggots. That sounds interesting. Because then it'll jump in the way and then it'll block that enemy for another turn, just avoiding further damage, and I don't have to do anything to summon it. Could be inconvenient because it's automated, and that can always make unexpected bad situations happen, though. You came upon the old woodcarver who fixed her intense gaze upon you. After an overlong moment of silence, she moved to offer her carvings. Still not a wolf. I could give my squirrels flying. They'd be flying squirrels, but they still don't attack, so it's pointless. Make my squirrels block flying units. It's funny. Or make my elks leave a tail behind, which is just 1 unit. No, I don't have one. This sucks. This fucking sucks. Yeah, none of these cards are types, and this one isn't. Yeah, 4 of my cards don't fall into a category at all. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have come here. I really was just trying to make Scented Wolf more overpowered. Flying or flying blocker? With this, in a pinch, I can summon a squirrel, which I get infinite of. Well, I get one every turn. I could summon a squirrel in front of an enemy flying unit that's strong, like those vultures, and then just block it and let my other units attack elsewhere. And that could actually be a winning strategy potentially. Or so I hope. But I wasn't really using the tail. It was kind of a gimmick. It is amusing to have squirrels have an effect. Oh god, okay. So I can summon Stephanie, which is good, and then turn that into Keith next turn. If I put them here, they'll be attacked. Stephanie can't take the hit, but Keith can. I should put him somewhere else. Put her somewhere else at first. Two damage opener. But that's not great. Just overall. TBH. Oh, I just fucked up. I forgot that she's worth more. I just blew it completely. What a waste. Well, the squirrel's gonna block the coyote from attacking, I guess. So there's that. God, I blew it. And yeah. There... I didn't need to kill Stephanie, because the squirrel... No, I mean, killing the Stephanie meant I didn't have to summon a squirrel. Fuck. And the coyote's gonna kill it, I can't stop that. At least I won't take the 2 damage this turn. Took the other 2 damage, but... Another underwater. So I'm short of tokens, so I can't summon bees. Let's get a goal. Greetings. So you're better, but do I want to summon you yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will die. 1, 2, 3 is still pretty bad. One, 2, 3, 4, which I can block with Stunted Wolf. And then kill that guy next turn after he hits me once. But I will do 3 damage here, followed by 5, so it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll be down to 2. I think I'm better off waiting till next turn. If I wait till next turn, I can draw a squirrel, then I'll have Keith and Stunted Wolf on the board at the same time, and then the squirrel sacrifice also gives me bees. I think I survived this. Because of the fact that I attack first. But it's pretty bad. So I can't take another one of those. And 2 of these guys will attack no matter what, past me. So I can't kill any of these units as far as I can tell. But these 2 attack past me for 2 total damage. Whereas this is 1 damage and 2 damage, but I can block them because they can't fly. So, squirrel. Let's wolf it. And then you can finally be summoned. So that'll stop all of the incoming attacks from them. And also I'm going to do a lot of damage right now. 9. I might just win right now. I did. It's so strong I didn't even have to survive till next turn to see the real damage happen, which was going to be a nightmare amount of damage. Yeah, bees and Stunted Wolf are going to, like, overcome my own mistakes to some extent. Oh yeah, I'm fucking up all the time? Well, these cards are overpowered, so... checkmate. Alright, let's give me something to summon with Stephanie's card. A Grizzly. That works-ish. It's just... Punished Wolf, but with health. It really fucks my value system up that he's that strong. Enhance its power. I'm nervous again though, because I did lose a card. Definitely helps me be afraid of things that aren't that strong. You being a 2/2 would be cool as a thing that just leaps out. Or Grizzly being strong. This free play being a 2/2 would be nice. They're not gonna eat corpse maggots, are they? Are there? Could become more powerful. But they look hungrier. Risk it? I got 3. I'm out. I'm out. I can't believe I got away with that. Were they really gonna eat corpse maggots, guys? Is that really a thing you want to do? So that's scary. That's a 3/2 that jumps out when something else dies. That's pretty cool. I don't have to spend anything to summon it. But you can. It just costs 5, which is not cheap, but you don't have to. That's my understanding, at least. That's Hook Guy. That's remove a card, so I get rid of the frog, maybe. Trapper to ruin my deck right before the boss fight. Yeah, I love you for that. Thanks. They give me the option to just not bother with a totem fight, just to do a normal fight instead. Why would I do it? Why would I willingly take on a totem fight? It just makes the fight harder. Me again. The fact that I can just go to either branch after this means that this seems kind of a non-choice. I don't like Bullfrog very much. Almost everything is stronger at this point, I think. So I got my infinite sacrifice on the board if I can just not get it killed. So just don't put it in front of the coyote. Keep me alive. I would like to. So I put in front of you a Kingfisher where you probably won't get attacked ever. I would like to sacrifice you over and over and over again. What a fun life you're gonna have. That's pretty bad. That was a lot of incoming damage. Grizzly requires 3 sacrifices. You're only worth 1 sacrifice. This is not great. Sparrow does... Okay, it's only 1. Sparrow does 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is pretty bad. I think I'm gonna lose. Just like that. Is it really that bad that fast? God damn. It's just so many units. I only had 1 action. He already has 4 units attacking this turn. That's just really brutal. If I pop the squirrel, all I get is a bullfrog. So I could block that one, which does 2 damage. Could even kill it. But then I still am not doing any damage to him. And then he'll do 1, 2, 3. So I'll lose. And I'm about to do the big fight. I think I just need to lose on purpose. I mean, not on purpose, but like, you know. I'm right before the fish, the hook man, the angler, whatever, the fisherman. So I don't want to lose any of these items if I can avoid it. Because I'm most likely to blow them then. Including the dagger, maybe, sometimes. Man, the times the dagger would have saved me if I just had realized I was going to die. There's some times where I just genuinely miscalculate and that fucks everything up. Yeah, bees is too expensive. I just didn't get to roll out my system here. The stoat would have let me summon things over and over again, and it would have been good shit. And then while I was doing that, I would have gotten bones for my bees. But this got so bad so quickly. Like, holy shit. Sometimes it just feels unfair. It's painful to see. Fuck you, Trapper. I'm not falling for that trap again. Even though I'm sitting here trying to store money. I know, right? It's a contradiction. I want the money. But then the situation to spend the money comes up and it's like, but he's gonna screw me over. Possum sucks. I have a lot of better bone options. Double bullfrog, eh. Cockroach is kind of spammable, but it costs 4 bones. But it does go back in your hand, so if you do have an excess of bones, you can keep summoning him in the path of stuff, hopefully. I don't know, these are all bad options. Bullfrog's like my least favorite card. And I already have things to spend bones on, like stink bug and bees. I don't plan on spending them on corpse maggots. So, new things that cost bones aren't a great option, and these aren't very tempting. Because it sure goes back in your hand, but you have to spend 4 bones to summon it. So how many bones do you have? I guess I gotta get Bullfrog. I don't know. Sacrifice the Bullfrog, just get rid of him. He sucks. Sacrifice the Grizzly. I don't know, let's warm somebody and see if I can keep them alive. This stresses me out every single time. Alright, this is gonna be power this time. This is just such a stressful mechanic. You just don't know how it's gonna turn out. My genuinely strong cards are bad to risk here. Some of the other ones could get scary. I don't know, do I try to make a grizzly more powerful, or do I try to make bullfrogs useful? I mean, I have 2 bullfrogs and I don't like having 2 bullfrogs in my deck, so let's try to buff it by 2. And if not, then I lose it, then that's not bad. I got it. I don't know if I'll ever do a 3rd one. That's terrifying. It feels like that's too much. Yeah, they want to eat my bullfrog. But a bullfrog with 3 attack, that's suddenly a way better card. That's a wolf right there. That's a wolf for 1 blood, which is great. Like that's such a huge difference immediately. So remember, everybody, do that thing where you put a frog in boiling water, but you raise it slowly and he doesn't hop out, and that makes his attack higher for some reason. Also, that doesn't work. That supposed experiment is not real. They'll get uncomfortable and hop out, as it turns out. When you first mistook for a misshapen boulder appeared to be a hulking man. You attempted to sneak past him, but your foot made contact with a metal bucket. Here I come. I am the angler. You are the fish. Bruh. Okay. Kingfisher like always. So if anything dies, I get corpse maggots. Even if I leave a squirrel out there to die, that should happen. Which would happen if I use squirrel to block... Yeah. You can use the squirrel to block, the Kingfisher, because of anti-air. But I can also use the bullfrog to actually survive blocking. It might be the best move right now is to use it as a trick to get a free corpse maggots, basically. Corpses are in no short supply. Oh, he's gonna take them. That's not great for me. I would prefer if he did not do that. So 3 attack. Do you hook him before? Or did they attack first? Oh shit. Is he gonna hook my corpse maggot now? Okay, so he only hooks something that's has a hook icon when I press the button. So 1, 2, 3, so I win. Just like that. Let's get another one of these. And then phase 2. So if the thing he's about to hook dies, then it just doesn't hook anything. That's good. It would have been nice if a squirrel just clogged up his works, but it's also nice if he just doesn't take my stuff. I just squirrel blocked him until I was good. Go fish. Now he's gonna try to summon stuff on me, and I don't want that, so... A grizzly costs too much to summon. So that sucks. Let's try to draw something more summonable. That costs bones. No, that's good. No, wait. I'm trying to think of the math. I want... if I have bees on the field, I win, because they'll do 6 damage. But I only have 2 tokens. If I sacrifice that, I'll get another token to get the bullfrog. But the grizzly costs 3, so I can't sacrifice... I don't have 3 things to sacrifice. If I play the squirrel, that's only a second thing. I can't put the bullfrog separately down. I could pop this, but it just seems unnecessary if I'm in that good of a situation. But I might genuinely want to sacrifice the corpse maggots just to not pop the bait bucket. That, or I just give in and use the hook. Or even the squirrel. Yeah, the squirrel's not the highest value thing ever. I don't want to use the hook or anything like that. If I can save it for later. Here come Grizzly, and you're not defending over here, so I guess you die, and also bees. Here comes way too much damage, fuck you. Oh my god, so many of them showering down. Need a light. It's a good situation to be in. Perhaps one of these will entice you. The douse. Stephanie can help me get the Uriuli, but it's risky. It's risky to have such a high value thing, because then you could just be completely trapped, and it's really frustrating. The amoeba's weird. I'm gonna go for the douse. Maybe I have too much preference for it, I don't know. Goodbye, angler. Hello, new page. We're once again in the snow area that I keep dying in. More of those. Still no growth. Come on, evil skull. Do your magic.